Here's a name I can say from the Eradicator.
Hello everybody and welcome to this channel. This is the Eradicator, and in this video we are going to talk about Staggered ship development. A lot of you have been asking me in the comment section down below about what I thought of it, and each time I was able to reply. And again, I am sorry that I can't reply to all of your comments, but I do read all of them. Anyway, each time I was able to reply, I always said the same thing. Let's see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see if it does indeed speed up development or not. Let's wait and see if the ships are indeed better done or not. Or let's wait and see if this is not a total BS excuse because they got delayed yet again for the ships that we were supposed to be released with Star Citizen Alpha 3.8. Unfortunately, I am afraid that the answer is not the most positive of all of the options I just mentioned. First, I want to talk about the Argo Mole. While I do believe that a medium-sized mining ship was needed in the verse, I even predicted that there would be such a ship last year when I did my predictions for 2019, so I'm glad that I was at least right for this one. However, we should keep in mind that it was not on the roadmap until after CitizenCon. Sure, the devs did say that the development of the ship was quick, thanks to the fact that the assets used for the creation of the ship already existed. However, it was also revealed that the Argo Mole also took development time for the Drake Vulture, a ship that was until then featured for Star Citizen Alpha 3.9. The reason why the Vulture was, and I quote, temporarily removed was because the developers who were supposed to work on it had been reassigned to the development of the Mole, which is, if I base myself on what we were told about the overall Staggered development, each team of development is supposed to have 6 months to work on a quarterly release instead of 3. This means that developers who were working on Star Citizen Alpha 3.7 are now supposed to work on Star Citizen Alpha 3.9. So, why were they used to work on a ship slated for Star Citizen Alpha 3.8? This is, to me at least, an inconsistency that I really wish is going to be explained one day. To me, it seems like Cloud Imperium is giving something with one hand and are taking it with another one. In other terms, they are giving us the Mole now, which will be the only ship released with the launch of Star Citizen Alpha 3.8, and they removed what could be the most demanded ship of Star Citizen Alpha 3.9. Oh, and by the way, they also removed the Crusader Starlifter off the Star Citizen 4.0 roadmap, which I find very unfortunate. And we still have no news of the Hull C, which is now listed as scheduled in the Squadron 42 roadmap, which is not something that I find particularly reassuring. I hope that the big January roadmap update will give us some reassuring details, but so far, the so-called Staggered ship development strategy is not proving to be very fruitful. But now, let's also talk about the ships scheduled for Star Citizen Alpha 3.8. In addition to the Mole, each of the other ships is now supposed to be released 1 month after another. From my understanding, the Prowler is supposed to come in January, yet only has 9 tasks out of 51 completed. The much-anticipated Anvil Karak is now slated for February and only now has 95 tasks out of 161 completed. As we could see during CitizenCon, its exterior is mostly completed, but there is still much work to be done with its interior, as we were explained during the demo. Finally, the last ship scheduled for this Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 patch, or branch I should say, is the Drake Cutlass Red, which is going to be the first ship in the verse that is going to be dedicated to the medical gameplay that we won't see until Star Citizen Alpha 3.9, which is itself scheduled to be released a few weeks, if not a few days after the Cutlass Red is ready. The Cutlass Red currently stands at 2 tasks out of 10 completed. So, now that we know what's going on with the ships of Star Citizen Alpha 3.8, let me bring to the table the only question that in my mind should matter, yet no one is asking or don't even seem to be wondering about it. What is going to happen to the team that is currently working on the Karak? I mean, they won't have 6 months to work on the soon-to-be-announced ships scheduled for Star Citizen Alpha 4.0. At best, they will have 4 months should their ship be released on time, of course. Yet, they could also have 6 months if they decide to release the eventual ships that would be working on in August. But all of that remains hypothetical, of course. So far, there aren't any ships scheduled for the lackluster Star Citizen Alpha 4.0, and I have a feeling that the ships assigned to that team will be pushed to Star Citizen Alpha 4.1 in Q3 of 2020. Now, here's what I really think about ship staggered development. To me, this is just an excuse, a gimmick, a trick that Cloud Imperium found to make up for the delays of their ship development. Somehow, they ended up so far behind. They ended up so far behind development that releasing ships towards the end of a development branch line, like the 890 jump in Star Citizen Alpha 3.6.2, would no longer be the exception, but the norm. With staggered ship development, the policy of releasing one big patch by the end of each quarter with a few hot fixes in between seems over. Sure, part of me is glad that content gets released whenever it actually is ready, but another part of me is also quite sad that we are getting rid of the notion of deadlines, which I think are equally important to keep the project on track. But that is just my opinion, of course, guys. Please tell me in the comments down below what you guys think about staggered ship development. To me, this is just an excuse because they really got delayed. The big delays started with the 890 jump and are now ongoing with the current ships. We could see that because there was the 3.6 team that was supposed to be working on the 890 jump, and it really took a long time. So because it was delayed, and all the other ships for 3.8 are also going to be delayed as well, which also could explain why there are no ships in 4.0. And I do believe that the ships that are going to be in 4.0 are going to be much easier to make, unlike, for example, the Star Lifter, which is a brand new Crusader Industries ship. They are going to need a lot of time to make that Crusader Industries ship because it is going to be the very first one that will be available for the backers, which is why it is getting delays. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that this month I have a giveaway. I am giving away a Celebration gear pack. This is going to be the perfect gift if you want to have in-game flair for your favorite ship manufacturers, hats, t-shirts. All you need to do to get a chance of winning is to subscribe to the channel and to comment to any videos posted this month. The winner will be announced during the Christmas Eve, coming up in a very few days. Also, thanks to Dark Spiral, I am giving away an Anvil C8 Pisces, which is an awesome ship if you want to go in and out of planetary surfaces with thick atmospheres. All you need to do to get a chance of winning is to be a Patreon subscribers. Patreon pledges start at $1 a month, and they really help this channel a lot. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more videos. This is the Eradicator. Thank you so much for watching again. I'm signing out.